Today, we're going to do something that honestly felt like pure science fiction just a couple of years ago. We are taking powerful AI out of the cloud and putting it right here on your own computer. We're going to build a totally private AI from the ground up using free, open source tools. Let's dive in. So, are you getting tired of watching those API fees just climb and climb every time you want to experiment with an AI? Or maybe you're a little hesitant to upload your private documents to some third-party service, wondering where that data actually goes. These are huge roadblocks for anyone trying to build cool stuff with AI. Well, what if I told you there's a much better way? You can run incredibly capable, state-of-the-art language models locally on your own machine. We're talking no costs, complete privacy, and you get total control over your AI apps. It is an absolute game changer. So let's break down exactly why this local AI revolution is such a big deal. It's about way more than just saving a few bucks. It's about fundamentally changing how we interact with and, more importantly, control our own AI technology. Okay, so what are the big wins here? First up, total privacy. I mean, think about it. Your confidential work files, your code, your personal notes, it all stays right there on your machine, period. Second, zero cost. You can build, test, and run your apps 24/7 without ever seeing an API bill. Third, offline access. This is huge. You can work from anywhere, even with spotty internet or on totally secure air-gapped systems. And finally, full control. You get to be the boss. You pick the model, you tweak its behavior, and you build the exact workflows you need. All right, so you're probably thinking, okay, this sounds amazing, but what do I actually need to get started? Let's talk about what you'll need for your own local AI lab. And spoiler alert, it's probably more accessible than you think. Here's a quick look at the hardware. Now, don't get bogged down in the specs. The main thing to know is that while, yeah, you can run this on just a CPU, a decent NVIDIA graphics card or an Apple Silicon chip is going to make things way, way faster. As for RAM, 8 gigs is the bare minimum, but 16 is really where things start to feel smooth. And yeah, 16 gigs, that's kind of the magic number. With 16 gigabytes of RAM, you can comfortably run these super popular and really capable 7 billion parameter models. This opens up a massive world of possibilities without needing some monster server rig. Honestly, if you've got a modern laptop or desktop, you might already be good to go. And get this, it just shows how accessible local AI has become. People are now running these language models on tiny, affordable computers like the Raspberry Pi 5. Now, they're not going to beat a high-end gaming PC, but the point is, they work, and they work surprisingly well for a lot of tasks. This is huge for democratizing AI development. Okay, time for the fun part. Let's get our hands dirty and actually set up your AI lab. I'm going to walk you through a super simple 3-step process that'll take you from zero to a fully functional local AI environment. First thing you need is Ollama. Think of Ollama as the magic gateway to your local AI. It's this incredible tool that handles all the complicated back-end stuff of downloading, setting up, and running the models. You just go to the website, download the installer for your system, click through it, and then check that it's working in your terminal. Seriously, it takes less than 5 minutes. So, once Ollama is installed, it needs a brain, right? That's our model. With one simple command, like Ollama pull llama 3.2, you're downloading a powerhouse model right to your machine. Then, and this is key, in a separate terminal, you run Ollama serve. That command fires up a local server, creating an API so our Python code can talk to the model. Last piece of the setup puzzle is Python. Now, it's always a good idea to create a virtual environment. It just keeps all your project's tools in one tidy box. Once you activate it, you just need to install a few key libraries: LangChain and LangGraph for the AI logic, the Ollama connector so we can talk to our server, and a local vector database like ChromoDB. And that's it. Your lab is officially open for business. Okay, setup is done. Now that everything's installed, we need to understand the tools we're working with. We're going to compare two really powerful frameworks, the original LangChain and its newer, more advanced sibling, LangGraph. So, LangChain is fantastic for building simple, predictable AI workflows. The main idea is the chain, where the output of step A becomes the input for step B, which then feeds into step C. Think of it like a factory assembly line. It follows a fixed path. It's absolutely perfect for things like a basic Q&A bot. But when you put them side by side, the difference becomes really clear. LangChain is like a straight road. LangGraph, on the other hand, is like a city grid with roundabouts. It can loop back, reevaluate things, and take a different path. LangChain has a pretty basic memory, while LangGraph can hold on to a rich, detailed state across many steps. So here's the bottom line. For a simple one-and-done task, LangChain is great. But for complex problems where you need the AI to think, iterate, and make decisions, LangGraph is where the magic happens. And honestly, this is the best way to think about it. LangChain is like a recipe. You follow the steps one by one, and you get a predictable result. LangGraph is like a professional chef. A chef can follow a recipe, sure, but they can also taste the sauce, decide it needs more garlic, and loop back to fix it. They can improvise, grab a new tool, and make decisions on the fly. That ability to adapt, that's the power of agentic AI. So, we've set up our local lab, and we understand our tools. Now let's get to the most exciting part. What can you actually build with all this power at your fingertips? The possibilities here are just incredible. You can build local RAG systems to chat with your own PDFs and notes, and none of that data ever leaves your computer. You can create autonomous agents that can actually use tools you give them, like a calculator or the ability to search the web. This opens the door for secure assistance in fields like healthcare or law, where data privacy is everything. And with LangGraph, you can build smart systems that can decide for themselves whether to look for an answer in your local files or go search online. Now, you're going to hear the acronym RAG, or RAG, all the time. It's a core technique for this local setup. All it really means is that before the AI answers your question, it first goes and retrieves relevant bits of information from your documents. Then, it augments its own knowledge with that info. This simple trick is amazing because it drastically reduces the chance the AI will just make stuff up, and it forces it to base its answers on your data. It's like giving the AI an open book test where the only books allowed are yours. So there you have it, a complete, private, and seriously powerful AI development environment running entirely on your own machine. It's your data, your models, and your rules. The only question left is, what are you going to build first?
Hello, Thomas. I great love. Thank you for watching. See you soon.